Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here. You're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports UK.
Hello, my name's Ben Thomas and you're watching Combat Sports UK. Today, I'm joined by Bellator's Brennan Ward, who collides with Sabah Homasi at Bellator 290 on Saturday. First of all, thank you very much for joining me today. How are you doing? How is life treating you at the moment?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Life's good. Yeah, thanks for having me. Busy training, busy with the family and, all that, dude. So, but life's good, man. It's good. Good problems to have. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. You healthy? You fit? You ready to go?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I trained real hard for this one. Harder than I've ever trained for a fight in my life. So.
Beautiful. Well, let's just get straight into it then. After almost 7 months since your last fight, you are returning to the cage. How are you feeling ahead of the return? Are there any nerves, or are you just excited to get back to what you do best?
I'm excited. I always have nerves, man. I'm always I'm not just I would say it's more like performance, related. Like, am I gonna go out there and do my thing? Am I gonna look good? Am I gonna feel good? But I'm excited, man. I'm more excited than nervous for sure. And I've never been really excited like this to fight before. Because I've never, I've never felt like I've put in all the work I should have put in to a fight, to be, of the level I was at. But now I left no stone unturned for this camp, man. I train my ass off, 2-3 times a day, every day. And I'm ready to go out there and I'm ready to go out there and, start chasing after this belt,
I mean, you're 2022. I mean, it couldn't have really been better. I know you did only just fight in June and you have had quite a big period off. But in 2022, you had 2 bouts going in your favor. But I just want to talk to you about your fight against Cassius Kane at Bellator 282 in June. Just how big of a win was that for you? Because I know he hadn't been stopped by punches since, I think, 2014 or something ridiculous. So how big was that for you just to put a statement out there of stopping a good guy, a tough guy, and getting back into the win column again?
Yeah, I mean, that was, that they had said that to me in the commentator interview before. He hasn't been stopped by punches in a long time. Since 2013, 14, whatever. And well, I said, I kind of joked. I said he hasn't been hit by me though, dude. Like I hit pretty hard for. I hit pretty hard for the weight class. I fought 185. I still would like to fight 185. That's a part of my grand scheme of things, man. I will be back at 185 again. I'll be doing both. But I like fighting 185. I got power, dude. And that is what it is. And I really did. I barely trained for that fight, dude. Fucking barely. Because like you said, I had just came back from years off, dude. I couldn't take any time off of work, like none. Just like financially, I couldn't stop working. So I trained maybe 1 or 2 days a week, like no strength conditioning. No, like all I did, I would literally call guys up and like go spar 1 or 2 days a week. You know what I mean? I would go to either my father's gym in New London, or I'd go to my a good friend, coach of mine, Mike Dexter over. They're kind of like our little ally gym over in Groton. With Billy Goff and Austin Shala and those guys, and get some rounds in, but nothing, like no real training for that fight, like not anywhere near what I did for this. So I was happy just to get through that fight. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. I was in the back locker room like, fuck, I didn't do the work. And somehow John McCarthy and fucking Josh Thompson, they knew that. Someone had told them that I hadn't been training. And the first thing they said to me when I sat down, they said, "Hey, we heard that you haven't been training for this fight." And I was like, what? Like, of course I have, but I wasn't, I said, how the fuck did these guys know that? I called my guy right away in California. I called my guy. I said, these dudes just called me out on not training. And he's like, fuck it, don't worry about it. He's like, you haven't trained, so what's up? Why are you mad? But I was mad. Imagine that. I was like insulted for them like telling me the truth, whatever. So
I mean,
that's the path.
I read that the other day that you only train for 1 and 2 times a day a week for that fight. Well, 1 to 2 days a week for that fight. And I was blown away because in the fight you looked very impressive, to be fair.
Oh, I was gassed. I was fucking gassed though, dude. I
Yeah.
was so gassed. Like, I mean, I threw like a million punches in the first round. Like, I don't pace myself at all, and like I'm never gonna pace myself. So I had to adjust my training like to that. Like, I'm never gonna go out and like feel somebody out. I'm never gonna go out there and like, oh, like let me throw a couple jabs and let me throw a kick and see how he reacts. Like, that's not me. And like I'm 34, dude. I'm not gonna fucking change the way I fight, but I changed the way I train. I'll tell you that. I changed my training to so now I'll dog fight for 15 minutes straight right now. Fucking dog fight, dude. Which makes me a funner fighter, I think, to watch. Like Bellator, they put me on main cards after years and years off because I bring that factor of like, yo, like I'm gonna stand and bang with you. I might pick you up and throw you on your head, but I'm gonna let you back up. Like when I fought Paul, I should have fucking laid on top of his ass for 15 minutes, but I let him up, and you fucking see how that played out. And but Paul, if you're watching, fucking should have laid on your ass.
There we are.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. So
Love that. I absolutely love that attitude. Honestly, it's such a good fight coming up. Both of you love to just stand and bang. It's going to be sensational. But
yeah,
as this is the first time that you've trained full time before a fight for many years, do you expect to kind of showcase a new version of yourself? Maybe some new skills?
I was like, not as much like new skills. Like, yeah, like I work on things specifically for Sabah. You know what I'm saying? Um, just like I'm sure he's working on stuff specifically for me. Like of course you do that. But as far as like a whole new skill set, you're not gonna see a whole new skill set. But I'm definitely gonna be sharper. I'll be in better shape for sure. My physique is way different, dude. Like I'm fucking ripped and jacked right now, crazy, dude. Like I'm walking around light too. I'm only like 181, 182. I'm only 10 pounds over, dude. I got like fucking veins and muscles places I never had them. And so I mean, as far as like a completely different fighter, like no, you're not. You're gonna see the same. Dude, I can wrestle and I can fucking throw bombs. Like, what else is there? Like, what else could you? How much more could I? How much more could you ask for it? Like that's what makes me me. You know what I'm saying? That's why me and Sabah are on the main card. If there's people ranked higher than both of us on the undercard, you know what I'm saying? Like what, dude? Like no, we don't give a fuck about our rankings. Like we're opening up the TV card, and the undercard people can't even you can't even say like, well, we're ranked higher than them, so we should be on the main card. Like no, dude, you shouldn't. Fucking go sit down. Nobody wants to watch you fight, even if you are ranked number 3, 4, fucking 2, 1. Dude, people still want to watch me and Sabah fight rather than fucking anybody. So that's why we're on the main card. So I'm gonna do what makes me me. Sabah's gonna do what makes him him, and this should be a nasty fight that everyone remembers. You know what I mean?
Would you say you're in more of a more motivated time of your career at the moment, or would you say you're just in more of a stronger position to train every day? Because what I'm getting from you at the moment is you're motivated. You are excited to get going. Would you say this is
great. Yeah. I'm radiating that. I can feel it, dude. Everyone's been saying that. Probably because I used to be, dude. There's no secret. I battled drugs like my whole career, right? And so I was always doing fucking drugs, like so close to these fights, and like dude, like that weighed on me. Like I'd be in the back locker room, like, fuck, oh man, like, and then like in a couple weeks leading up, like now, like we're less than 2 weeks away, like all the interviews start coming. So I would always try to play this role of, I would always like try to put on this persona of this guy with like, I don't care about fighting. It doesn't define me. Like I'm more than a fighter. It's like, yeah, like I was saying that because I wanted to like deflect like that I cared because I was fucking up, dude. And like I was so ashamed of what I was doing that I had to like pretend that like I didn't care about fighting because I wasn't doing the work, dude. So then I was like setting myself up for a lot. Like my excuse after I lost was that like I don't fucking care anyways. Like, like so now like that I am training, I am doing the right thing. I'm like, yeah, like let's fucking go. Like I'm embracing this shit now because I'm doing the right thing. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that. I love that for you. I'm happy to hear that you're motivated, you're hungry, and you're just happy to get back in there. But let's just talk about your opponent for 2 seconds. As I mentioned earlier,
of course.
You're on Sabah Homasi, who is 17-10 as a pro, and like yourself, he absolutely loves to fight, and he just loves finishing fights as well. Finishing 4 out of 6 of his Bellator wins. What do you make of your opponent? What do you expect him to
Hey,
do
hey,
in the
hey!
fight
How
now?
many how many finishes do I have out of my Bellator wins? Go ahead.
Way too many.
100%. Fucking 100.
Way too
100. I'm back.
many.
I'm back. I'm the only one.
Yep.
Dude, name me anybody else in Bellator with over 10 fights who has a 100% finish rate.
I
There
can't.
is none. I
Okay.
am the only one.
Yep.
I'm the
I
only
know.
fucking one. He's finished 4 out of 6. I finished
Yep.
fucking 12 out of 12.
I
So,
know.
like, what's up? Like, no, I'm the finisher, dude. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and he is too. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's a finisher. And that's why everyone's so excited to watch us fight. And, dude, I'm excited because the fans are excited.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like Brandon Bell, like Cassius Kanye. Like, yeah, they're tough guys. But they're not, like, on the – dude, I don't want to sound like a dick, but, like, they're not on the level of me and Sabah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not. Like, me and Sabah, like, yo, if you know MMA, like, if you're an MMA fan walking down the street and you're like, oh, like, if you're like, hey, that dude right there follows MMA, like, he's a fan of the sport. And you said, do you know who Sabah Homasi is? They go, yeah. Do you know who Brennan Ward is? Yeah. Them two are going to fight. They go, oh,
Yep.
shit. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That excites me, dude. Not, oh, Brennan's fighting Brandon Bell. Like, who? Who? That's like, fuck. So it kind of puts you in like a lose-lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to win, right? You're supposed to win. Dude, they fed me a steak, right? You're supposed to win. But if you lose, bro, oh, bro, come on, man. You can't lose. You can't lose. Like, listen, man, like I was talking to my boy today. I trained so fucking hard for this fight, right? And I said, yo, if Sabah beats me, if he beats me in 2 weeks, which I don't see happening, but if he does, that yo, he earned it. He fucking earned it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like ready to go. So if he can beat me, then he fucking earned that shit. And I'm fine with that. I'll be okay with that. But not against like not a good opponent, and especially not training hard. Because like when I used to not train hard, that would haunt me. If I would lose a fight against someone that I should have beat if I trained, that would fucking keep me up for, even though it was totally my fault for doing drugs for the months up to the fight. I could have changed that, but I would still beat myself up after losing like no other. But like now, if the worst case scenario happens, because there's always a possibility you can lose, always. If I do lose, I'm fine with it because I train my fucking ass off, and the dude I'm fighting is legit. That's it. I love that shit. What's up, dude? And I really don't think I'm gonna lose though. So
I mean, this is literally the people's main event. I know you've got 2 title fights on the card. You've got Fedor Ryan Bader. You've got Johnny Eblen. You've got a massive card ahead of you. But
I love hearing you just say that. I love hearing you say that. I'm like, yeah, we are.
This is literally the people's main event.
People's main event, Daddy. Let's go.
Yeah, people tune in to watch submissions, watch knockouts, and we know that's what we're getting from you. This is the main event.
Yes,
a lot of the fans, to be fair. I know there are belts on the line on the other ones, but we want to see a scrap between.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, and I know Sabah knows this too. Mm-hmm. He ain't no dummy. He knows why he's on the main card. He knows. I know why we're on the main card. We got a job to do, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And me and Sabah, yo, listen, man, we're the same age. Me and Sabah, we're both in our fucking mid-30s now. So you know that, dude, we're laying shit out, bro. It ain't like, fuck, dude. We ain't no spring chickens. We're going to try to fucking kill each other, you know?
Does it also give you more motivation knowing that you're on the main card?
Yeah, dude, let me tell you what, when I left back in 2017, I was on the main cards. And when I came back, you know, my my manager, Dave, out in California there, he's like, no, you're gonna be on the undercard. And I was like, yeah. I knew it was coming. Like, fuck, dude. Like, they're just letting me back. My first fight back with Bellator, they didn't know what they were getting. You know what I'm saying, dude? They had to like retest the product again. And so, but it got bumped to the main card, thankfully. But you know, I was ready to fight on the undercard. I wasn't happy about it. Of course, I fought for a world title, dude. I don't want to be fighting on the undercard. You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, dude, everyone's got to start in the undercard, dude. I didn't start. No, I did. I had a couple fights in the undercard. Yeah, of course I did. Listen to me. Yeah, I did.
I mean, you're a main card fighter. There's no denying that. Look at your.
Yeah, no. Oh no, now absolutely. Yeah. I pride myself in that, dude. Like, I don't think anybody goes out. I mean, yo, dude, the proof is in the stats, dude. Like, the numbers don't lie, man. I got 100% finish rate in Bellator. You know, dude, knowing I'm swinging for the stars. I hit hard. I can wrestle good. I don't look like an idiot out there doing it. I can move. I'm an athlete. I'm not trying to sound I'm not trying to sound arrogant here. I'm just like kind of speaking at what it is, dude. Like, I'm a good athlete. I can fucking bang with the best of them. I can wrestle with the best of them. Like I have to be on the main card. And Sabah has to be on the main card. You can't put that kid on an undercard. You
No.
kidding me? He's fought for everybody. UFC. He's been in all kinds of promotion. He's fought everybody. You can't put him on the undercard. You fuck no. You can't. You can't. Dude,
And
that'd be a slap. That'd be more of a slap in his face than mine.
I mean, and like yourself, Homasi also has 2 wins in a row now. But more importantly, he occupies that 8th spot in the welterweight rankings. And if and when you get your hand raised on Saturday night, do you believe that this could be the statement that puts the division on notice?
So I think the division is already on notice. These motherfuckers know who I am, dude. Yo, Sabah, I'll argue right now that Sabah has the scariest stand up out of anybody in the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Dude, everyone's afraid to fight him and everyone's afraid to fight me. Straight up, dude. I'm not fucking bullshitting you, dude. The top 5 guys do not want to fight me or him. I can bet you that. And if you called them right now, they'd be like, yeah, I don't care. I'll fight him. Motherfucker in the back of your head, dude, you don't want it. You don't want it. Because dudes like me and Sabah scare people. Like, you don't want to get hit by us, dude. You don't want to get fucking hit by us. We don't back up. We come fucking forward. So, like, even if you think you can beat me, you still know that I'm going to be in your face throwing bombs at you, dude. We're scary dudes. I will fucking light up anybody in the fucking I'm going to light everybody up anyways, So I think Sabah, and I was talking about this today as well. I think Sabah could potentially be a matchup, like one of my least suited matchups of the ranked guys. You know what I mean? Like I think I would fare better against some of the guys in the top 4 than I'll have less problems with guys in the top 4 than I will with Sabah. Sabah, I got to worry about he's got big right hands and big flying knees. He's got good weapons. You know what I'm saying? That I've been working on, and but they're there. But the threat is there. I would be an idiot to say, dude, he got nothing for me. He got nothing for me. That right hand ain't shit. Them knees ain't shit. Those knees are, you don't want to get hit by his right hand, and you don't want to get fucking kneed in the face, obviously. So, but there's some other guys in the division where I'm like, I will fuck you up. I'll put my hands right down. Like, come here. I'll put my hands down and fight some of these guys in my division. I swear to God, I would, dude. In Bellator, don't let them fight, dude. They don't want to unleash me. They need to start me down low in the rankings because they can't unleash me into a top 3 guy and I'll fucking maul them. This doesn't look good for the promotion either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And after Saturday night, I mean, they can't deny you a top 5 opponent. Let's be realistic.
Oh, what is... Okay. Why do I stink? Do I need this? She hands me my deodorant.
Oh wow, that's hilarious. Hello.
Yeah. So,
will she be watching your fight, or is she not allowed?
No, she's not gonna make it out to this one just because my girl's pregnant.
Yeah,
she's real pregnant, so she's not gonna fly. Oh yeah, thanks. So she's got school and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so.
I mean that would be fun if she was cage side, but. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, no, it would be fun. Maybe we're talking about Mohegan. I'm sure I'll be back in Mohegan this summer. You know what I mean? In June or July or whenever they're going to be there, I'll be there. We're thinking about letting her come to the next one. Because she likes to watch. She likes to watch us train. Like she watches us spar and she doesn't get like freaked out. I used to think she was going to get freaked out by it. You know what I mean? But she could care less. She's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And
I know you've recently signed a new 4-fight deal with Bellator, and this fight against Homasi is the second of those 4, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's the second of the 4. Yep.
Yeah. So, what do you have planned for your final 2 after this fight? Are you looking to get straight back in there in the coming months, finish your deal, and then look to secure another one? What's yours and Bellator's plan for you?
I think, man, Bellator, and I said it. I did an interview with Luke Thomas the other day, and I said the same thing, dude. Bellator. I've been with them forever, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a homegrown guy. Like I never left. I never went anywhere but Ryzen one time. You know what I mean? So dude, they're cool with like whatever I kind of want to do. I hate to even like say that, but like I have a real good relationship with Bellator. Like real good. I left them years ago on not good terms, but that's since been squashed, kind of. But, if I want to just fight Brandon Bells and Cassius Kanye's at fucking Mohegan Sun and work all the time and not really train, they would let me. You know, if I want to chase belts, dude, they're gonna say, okay, here's a ranked guy, go chase a belt. Like they're cool, man. You don't get that in other promotions, fucking UFC and all that shit. You don't get that, dude. And people ask me like, would you ever go to the UFC after? Would you ever go to the UFC after? And I don't say like no, 100% no. But like I really, really doubt I would ever like go anywhere but Bellator. You know what I'm saying? And like they're super fair with me. They're the kind of guys if I was like, hey, listen, like UFC offered me this, and they'd be like, all right, we got you. You know, like they're cool. They're fucking cool, man. Shit, dude, years ago, man, I was ripping and raring, dude. They gave me fucking, dude. They would give me some. I needed some of my fight purse one time up front, like a month before the fight, and they're like, "Oh, you motherfucker, here you go." You know what I'm saying? Like they're cool, bro. They're fucking cool. You know.
Would you say?
I wish they would do a little more. Now I think it's CBS. Now it's on CBS. I think it's gonna start blowing up big time. But like Scott Coker said, man, after we went 5-0 against Ryzen, 5-0, dude. Ryzen's no joke. He was like, we got the best talent we've ever had for this company. So I think they need to promote some of their fighters more. You know, especially a guy like Johnny Eblen, dude. Like homegrown fucking world champ, dude. Just beat Gegard Moustasi. Like that kid should have like 5 million followers on Instagram. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, why is he not like why is Johnny Eblen not a superstar? You know what I mean? Like I feel like that kid can honestly, he would be one of the guys who he'll give UFC like top UFC dogs a run for their shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the promotion over here in the UK is getting a lot better. I mean Bellator's rising very quickly. You have a few cards.
Good. That's good.
They've just signed a deal like a few years ago to put it on BBC iPlayer, which is one of the main channels over here. So I mean it's rising over here, and over in the UK, Bellator, I mean, it sells out big arenas over here. So because we are a UK kind of a business company type of thing, would you like to come over to the UK and fight?
Oh, I would fucking love to, dude. Are you kidding me? I don't know if I can. I'm a felon. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I don't know how it works with getting up. No, but you know who I would have thought I would have loved to fight, and I was kind of poking at. I was like poking at Charlie Ward a little bit last year.
Yeah.
Like poking. I'm like, who's the best Ward dog? Like just kind of like, but he seems like a wicked cool guy, man. And but I was kind of like, man, if I could fight him over at the O2 Arena or something, dude, imagine that shit. You know?
That'd be amazing because honestly, the UK fans, I mean, I know we're kind of just getting more into MMA. I mean, the UFC's come over here a few times.
Yeah,
Bellator comes over here all the time, but they would absolutely love to see you fight. I mean, you would blow the roof off the O2.
Dude, I got stopped in Dick's Sporting Goods. Okay, what was that, last week? 3 days ago. I got stopped by a fan from the UK.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Brennan Ward, mate. I love your fight. I'm a fan of Paul. Sorry, mate. I'm like, nah, it's cool, bro. He's like, we love you. Like, kept it rolling. Like, just out of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool.
We'd love that. We'd love to see you over in the UK. We would love to see you over in the UK. If you ever get the chance, come over to the UK. We will show you all the love. I promise.
Dude, and here's the thing. And like, I could like be like the Bellator if I'm, doing my thing for. But you gotta do your thing for them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. Dude, one hand washes the other. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing my thing, but they're the kind of company I could be like, oh man, like Scott, Jane, like I would love to fight over in, at the O2. Oh, I would love to. They would literally be like, all right, like let's see what we can do. Not this time, but next time. You know what I mean? Like they'll do that.
And there's also Bellator as well in Ireland.
Let's go see it. What'd you say?
Bellator in Ireland as well, Dublin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude.
You've seen the atmospheres over in Dublin?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy over there.
It's amazing.
Like
isn't it?
what? They just had a fight there not long ago, and it was my boy Sean, my boy Sean Shamrock, dude, is over there. Yeah. He goes to all the Ireland shows, and he's like, bro, you have to fight there.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing, honestly. And recently, I've just seen you've gone back to your old college for some wrestling practice. What was the thinking behind that, and how does that work for you? Do you jump into their practice? Do you get what?
I've been training there for years since I left. I've been training there since the day I left that school. I go back and I wrestle every year. I wrestle with the kids. Mm-hmm. That's like what I do. Don't get me wrong. I wrestle there a lot more when I have a fight coming. You know, but I'm still there. I've been in that room since I left J-Woo, man. I've been in that room for 10, 12 years now. You know.
Love that. And
that's my thing because I love wrestling. Dude, wrestling's like my first love as far as sports goes. And they're studs. That's it. They're ranked number 2 in the country right now. They're fucking nasty. Yeah. So there's some young nasty kids, and this in the last couple of years, it happens to be at my weight class too, 174 and 184, some hammers. So it's great training for me. It's great training for them. You know, they get to see a different look of an opponent who's got like the man strength like I do. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't, you know, these kids in college, you know, these kids are nasty, but I'm old now. You know, I got the grip on them, and it's good for me. These young, feisty, scrappy kids. It's like it's a mutually beneficial training setup. So it's good.
And there's one question that I want to ask you. I ask every single fighter I interview because I find it absolutely fascinating. Yeah. What is one thing that mixed martial arts has taught you in your life?
Oh man, I mean, besides like the basic stuff, like I'm sure everyone's like, oh, humility and like shit like that, because dude, it'll humble your fucking ass. Yeah. Boom, dude. Like there ain't nothing like MMA to humble your ass. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like that's why I never got caught up in like the major shit talking. You know, because I'm always like, I would have a couple opponents really talking shit to me. And I would be like, yo, don't you fucking know that you have to fight me like in fucking two days, bro? And you're going to talk shit. I'm going to knock you out and you're going to look fucking stupid. So like but anyways, besides major humility and to be humble, probably, I don't know, man, like resilience probably, dude. Like, because like I said, man, when you lose and you're down, dude, the world comes crashing down, dude. And you're not fighting again for months, sometimes a year, some guys, you know what I mean? So it teaches you to be resilient and to bounce back and to, you know, and to keep working, dude. MMA is a fucking marathon, dude. You know, you see a lot of other, you know, like NFL and shit like that, dude. What you don't even have to play that long to get a pension, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a quick, what they say NFL stands for not for long. Like that's literally like what in America, what they say. You're always in the NFL. Nah, not for long. You know what I'm saying? Like MMA, dude, you don't fight as much as these dudes play. You know, so you gotta be a resilient, fucking strong person, dude. You know, like inside your brain, your heart, your body. It's a tough sport, dude. It's a fucking tough sport.
Yeah.
You know.
Final question. For those out there listening now who maybe haven't seen you fight before, haven't maybe tuned into Bellator before, what should they expect when you step into the cage at Bellator 290 on Saturday?
Oh, yeah. Like we talked about, I'm the #1 finisher of all time in Bellator. So, you know, I swing hard as fuck. I fucking hit hard. I wrestle like a motherfucker and just watch me fucking knock people out. Check it out.
Love it. Well, there we have it. Brennan, thank you very much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you, and we wish you all the best of luck in the People's Main event.
The People's Main. I'm hashtagging that for the next week and a half. You're gonna see it, dude. The People's Main.
Yeah,
I'll give you credit for it.
I love that. Ben Thomas, Combat Sports UK. I get the credit for that hashtag. We
love
it.
Yeah, there you go. I got you, man.
But honestly, thank you very much. And if you'd like to check out Brennan's social media, it'll be on your screen now. So go show him all the love he deserves, because honestly, after this fight, you're gonna love it. I promise you. But thanks for joining.
Man. Thank you, brother. Have a good one.